Hi, this is Happy Bird from happybirdsglitternest.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make these really cute and inexpensive little Christmas tree embellishments for your scrapbooking projects. And towards the very end of the video, I'll show you different backgrounds that you can use behind these to add to your tags or loaded envelopes, anything that you would like. Now, I used bling from the Dollar Tree and little wooden buttons that I found on eBay, and these are just some flat back rhinestone buttons and little rhinestone snowflakes that I purchased from one of my favorite sellers, and I'll give you all those links below. Now, I know this is not the start of my Christmas in July videos. That won't be until July 31st. But I was just playing around with this and having fun with it. So I thought I would go ahead and record it and post this for you guys. So I hope you enjoy it and stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need the pattern that I created for you guys. And as you can tell, I've already used a couple of these out of here. I'll put the link in the Show More drop-down bar below this video, as well as on my blog, and you can click on it and just print out your own. And you can either make a pattern out of one of them, maybe onto cardboard or something like that, or you can just put these directly on the cardboard and then just cut around it. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut out another little rectangle here, and I have a piece of cardboard. This is cardboard packaging, and I'm not worried about this part, and I'll show you why a little later on. But if you're using something that's cardboard on one side and a print on the other, you want to do all of the gluing of embellishments and felt on the plain side, because if you put the felt on the side with the print, it might show through. Okay, so that said, I'm going to take some double-sided Scotch tape, place it right on the tree like that, and I'm just going to cut it out. But before I start, I'm just going to rough cut this because I don't like all that excess cardboard or whatever I'm cutting on there. Okay, so and these have nice sharp clean lines. There's not a whole lot of twists and turns. I'm going to take my smaller scissors for this. So the detail scissors work nicely for this part. Okay, brush all this stuff away. And pull this off, like so. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on here with my hot glue gun. Not a whole lot, because I don't want it all bumpy and lumpy, but just a little bit. And a really good glue gun to use is the Surebonder Detail glue gun for this. I'm not endorsing this product, I'm just saying that I found that I really liked it, because you can make little tiny narrow lines like such. Right now, I will tell you that I'm just putting this on the tree part. I'm going to press this down like this, and I'm leaving the base alone for now. And I'll show you what we'll do there. Just laying the blades against the cardboard, cutting it out. So we have this. Now if you want, you can go back if there's any little edges or parts that you didn't get glued down, you can do that. I don't know why, but I'm kind of shaking more than normal this morning, so please excuse my shaky hands. Okay. I want to make sure that I get every little piece. Okay. So now this part is exposed. Now you can use anything you want. You can use brown felt on here, or you can use glitter ribbon like I did on my other two trees that I showed you. Or you can use sparkle scrapbook paper, anything you'd like. I'm just using a piece of ribbon, and for that part, just putting this on like so. And I'm just going to place this on here like that. I'm going to use my detail scissors to cut around the base here of the tree. I think I'll turn that over. Okay. There we go. Make sure everything's, yeah, so I need to put a little more under here. Okay. And you see a little bit sticking out here. So we have to get that. Everything looking even. Okay, so that's good enough, I think. Yeah. Alright, so the reason why I'm using white on this tree instead of green or brown or some other color like that is because the white will really make the rhinestones pop. If you use a dark background, the rhinestones aren't going to show up as pretty. So that's just something to keep in mind. And so for this tree, I'm using the little gold pearl trim, metallic pearl trim. And I believe these are 3 or 4 millimeter. Let's see what these are. 3 millimeter. Okay. And they have these in all kinds of colors. And then of course we're just using cheap Dollar Tree rhinestones. I was hoping I had some white pearls in there, but apparently I don't, so I probably used those up. I'll have to pick some up when I make another Dollar Tree run. And what I like to do is I like to use 3 different colors, and that includes this trim. I either choose silver or metallic, gold, or white. That seems to work nicely. Of course, you can use any color you like, but I think using at least 3 different colors on your tree looks really nice. And you can use any kind of little embellishment you want for the tree. Now I'm using this little acrylic star that came in a package. I picked it up at Michael's, I think, last year. But you can use anything. You can use little acrylic hearts, you can use buttons, anything you want. So, with that said, I'm going to start here at the bottom, And I'm just going to take a strip of this red. And I'm using my detail hot glue gun for this, making just a narrow line across here. And I found, truthfully, that the best glue around to use on felt is hot glue. And I've tried a lot of different glues, believe me. Even glues that said that they were felt glues did not hold as well. So, just going to cut the end parts off, and I'll save these little pieces. Okay, and the next color I'm going to be using is this gold trim. I'm going to make another line. So, and if you notice, I'm holding this by the last one or two beads and then placing it on here. It's easier that way. It gives you more stability when you're placing this on your tree. At least it does for me with my shaky hands. Okay. Alright, and then green will go next. I might have to go to the larger Dollar Tree to pick up more pearls and gems, because I noticed that my little Dollar Tree around the corner from me don't seem to have as much as they used to. Okay, I'm holding this at the end and just placing this down like so. Alright, and so now we're going to do another gold trim. So, see how tiny you can make that line with a detail glue gun? And these are nice for so many things. You can make them up ahead of time. It's kind of a project, just maybe sitting down watching TV or listening to music or something like that. It's very relaxing, and there's a multitude of things you can use these embellishments for. Let's see, so the next thing I want to put on here is the red. So go ahead and do that. And if this part is monotonous for you, you can certainly fast forward. Okay. There we go. Got a little bit of stringy part right here. I can take that off. Let me get my detail scissors here. Okay. Alright, and the next will be gold. Good grief. Sorry about that. this down. And then of course the next color will be green. And I think I might use this. Oops, my grandson is calling me. I'll be back. Okay, sorry about that. My grandson didn't know I was recording. So I'm going to place another line of hot glue and set some of this gold metallic pearls or beads, whatever you want to call them, on here. Just snip it right off. And so the next would be the red. Now we're not going to put these all the way up to the very top. And I'll show you why in a moment. Go, little line of glue. And I'm just putting 3 on this part. Just like this. Okay, and make sure that it's on there straight. As straight as possible, anyway. Okay. Here we go. And so now another little bit of gold chain. Like so. And then I'll put a couple of green. Right here. Okay, and then I think that's where I'm going to stop, because we want to leave a little bit at the top here open, and we're going to place our little star on there. Like I said, you could pretty much use anything for a topper. So just going to put some glue here. And maybe place this star right about here, like that. And just give it a little chance to dry, and then if you have any little stringy pieces, you can pull them off or cut them off. Okay. So we have this so far. Now I ordered quite a few buttons from a few sellers on eBay. And here are some examples of what I ordered, because I thought they would be really cute on these little trees, and they were so inexpensive. I'll make sure to put the links down below in the Show More drop-down bar, as well as on my blog. I got little wooden buttons, little Santas like this, and really they are super cheap. And this is cute, little reindeer and his Christmas skivvies. And a little fox in pajamas. And little owls. Like that. I thought they were cute. And then of course the little snowflake buttons. You can use one of these as a topper for your tree. These little vintage looking snowmen, I thought that was cute. Little reindeer. And the little snowman holding a pink heart. There are tons of wooden Christmas buttons on there. And if you want to search for yourself, you can just go to eBay and just type in the words wood, not wooden, but wood Christmas buttons, and or just wood buttons, and a whole bunch of things will pop up. Okay, so I think for this one I'll probably use the maybe the little reindeer. The one in his skivvies. And what I like to do, just so this won't be knocked off, is I like to use a little bit of E6000, and I'm putting just on the head part, because really the head and maybe the edge here, that's what's going to be actually clinging to the tree. Put a little dot of hot glue over that, just so it'll stay in place as the E6000 is drying. Gives you a very short amount of time to adjust it before the hot glue sticks. And of course I'll continue to pull off little stringies as soon as everything is dry. Like I see some stringies around this one rhinestone here, and I'll get that off. So this has to dry, and so as soon as it dries, then I'll come back and I'll show you a lot of different ways that you can use these little trees, and what type of background you can put on here in order to make tags or whatever you'd like. So I'll let this dry and then I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. Now this hasn't totally dried, but I figured I'll just go ahead and show you how to do it with the other trees. Now I have a whole bunch of tag patterns, but I'm showing you this one on my extra large tag pattern, and I'll have that link also in the Show More drop down bar below, as well as on my blog, and that way you can just print it out for yourself. I just used 2 pieces of glitter cardstock on this, and used a glue stick, the Elmer's Craft Bond extra strength glue stick, to glue it down. And so I'm just using this as a base for now. Okay, so what you can do is you can get some wired ribbon. These have different words on it. And I took the wire out of this one. I just pushed it on through and then pulled it out with my little flat nose pliers. But you can do something like this, and then maybe put this on top or place it anywhere you want, and then add other little embellishments to this. You can buy lace very cheap on eBay, and you can cut pieces of that lace out, and you can do something like this. Maybe glue this on like that. That would be pretty. And or you could take like these little lace trim hearts. They came like this attached by the yard. You might want to put one here, and then maybe one down here a little lower, and then maybe put the little tree on like this, something like that. there's a lot of things you could do. Let's see. You can take this burlap lace ribbon from the Dollar Tree. You can lay it like that. You know, do the same type of thing. Make a nice decorative background. And of course you can add other things to it as you'd like, or as you wish. And let's see. Oh, this was from the Dollar Tree last year, but Walmart sells the mini garland too for the little mini trees. You could punch out or cut out a circle and maybe start in the middle, like with some hot glue, and just make a spiral all the way around, like this, until you get to, and I'm just holding it down, I'm not, but it'll give you an idea of what you can do, like that. Just keep going, and then when you have it glued down, maybe you can take a little tree or whatever you'd like, and glue that on like that, and then maybe put that on the tag. You can use these as decorations for loaded envelopes. Oh my gosh, really the ideas are endless. So maybe that'll give you a little example of the different things that you can do with this. Now with this particular tree here, I added a little rhinestone button and a rhinestone snowflake for the top. I have a source that I use from eBay, and I like to buy little rhinestone flat back buttons and such, and decorate the trees. I thought this would be pretty. So you can use a lot of different ideas. I'm just here just to give you that inspiration, and then you can just take it and run with it. So I hope you enjoyed this little embellishment program here. Embellishment video. And thank you so much for watching, and God bless each and every one of you. Take care now. Bye-bye.